Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Southeast Conversations podcast, aka Sex for short. Welcome to another episode. Like I said, in this episode, just want to talk about something we've seen on our screens recently. But before we dive into that topic, I know you guys have seen recently again Shade Borough. You know, active. You men are out here. There was this woman. We'll give it a couple of minutes. Just discuss it quickly. There was a woman who discovered that her husband's supposed niece was actually his daughter, and went super crazy.
His what? Come again? Say
His
again?
daughter.
Yeah.
So he thought. So
Yeah.
the man came home and said, "This is my niece."
Yeah.
I don't know how she did it, but she
Yeah.
discovered that this is not his niece. It's actually his daughter. And yeah, she went berserk. Like
And after how many years did he find out?
They've been together,
yeah,
I
how many
think,
years?
almost 10 years. I think close to 10 years, I
10
think.
years.
And the girl, I think, this is just based from what I've seen, I think she's 13. So obviously he had this child before he got married to his wife. His wife did not know that he had a child before. They had kids together. They have 4 kids together, by the way. I checked her TikTok.
Yeah.
She posted stuff about their whole family, which is why I was not too shocked that she posted this, because thinking, who would post this on social media?
I know, right?
But she's been obviously very like open with her family, her husband, and stuff like that on TikTok. So I get why she posted that as well. But still, yeah. So she found out, and I think the girl knew as well. The little girl's name is Choma, 13 years old. I think Choma knew that the man was her dad.
Yeah.
He probably just told her to go along with it. So which is why she probably was a little bit like
Yeah.
to the girl. And this whole story, I actually feel more sorry for Choma. Not more
Yes.
sorry. I feel sorry for the woman as well. Let me be real.
Yeah.
Very, very real. I
Yeah.
feel imagine being married to someone you're like almost a decade. Like you've trusted this man with everything, just for him to tell you you've had a child out of wedlock before we even got married. That's a betrayal on its own. Like if it was the other way around, I don't think even men would even want to be with that woman anymore. So why? And the things I've seen on social media, people are like, "Oh, she's overreacting."
No.
How do you expect to
No.
react in a
No,
situation
no,
like that?
I do agree
It's
with the
mad.
overreactor
I
because
don't
she
think she's
didn't have to
overreacting.
record it and put it all up on social media. She didn't have to grab up.
Oh, if
She
she does
didn't-
the extra, that's too much.
I
yeah.
understand
She goes
her reaction towards the husband, but I don't
Yeah.
understand her reaction towards the girl.
The reaction towards the girl was a bit like,
Yes, that's where the
it's not her
overreacting is
fault,
coming.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if the dad said to the girl, "Go along with it," she has no option but to go along with it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
100%.
And who knows? Like the way she found out was maybe the girl herself going up to the mother and saying,
I'm probably saying it, yeah.
I'm sorry, like that's my dad, not my uncle. Like I'm
Yeah.
tired of playing along."
Yeah.
But we don't know the full story. But
Honestly speaking, that's out of order. If you guys got married and there's child and you didn't know, like you
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
married, like
Betrayal. I don't think anyone's deep in how much.
the vows you did in the wedding. What's the vows about? All that love and all that,
Yeah.
and then you have a child, and then what? 13 years, 10 years later, you find out that.
And deep in, this
That's
woman has
not-
been taking care
and
of this
it's-
girl as well, by the way. So like the girl comes to visit her, come to visit them in the house, and she
Yeah.
would obviously feed her stuff like that, and she'll go back to her mom, thinking this is his niece that's
Niece,
coming
and it's her
over,
daughter.
and she's helping out the niece. So imagine you're helping out his
It's-
own daughter that you have no clue about. Like I feel like her reaction. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I get people are saying she posted on social media. She posts her family on social media all the time. So I feel like she just wanted to expose him because she was like, I mean, you can't help yourself. Like, if you're really, really angry, there's some certain things you would do that you would probably, like, look back on and be like, okay, I wish I didn't even do that. Maybe I'm sure she might be wishing now she didn't post it on socials, but at that point, she was probably, like, reacting in a way that
But honestly speaking,
she
some
thought
people,
was best fit to expose him, basically. Because you've hurt me, let me hurt you too. I
yeah,
guess.
but some
So-
people, when it comes to like social media and exposing, it's like it's a family matter. There's a lot of things that people might disagree with me. There's a lot of females that take it to a certain extent that it doesn't really need to go that far.
Even
Like
men
they push
too.
it too much. I mean,
Yeah.
both they do it too
Yeah.
much. But at some point, with this
It
situation,
shouldn't be
it's a
on
bit
social
sad.
media.
It should,
I
it should be
agree.
something to. You can post it once, and then something you need to deal in house. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
another thing I want to say is I'm genuinely
Yeah.
worried for Chioma,
Yeah.
the girl,
Because
because
that's a lot of feelings.
we've heard
mixed
about
signals.
step parents. We all grew up in Africa. We've heard about step parents more treating
Yeah.
their step kids. The way she looked at the girl when she walked by,
past.
I was like, "Hey, yo."
But she made another video. I don't know if you guys
I saw
it.
that,
With
yeah.
Trauma
That's
sitting next
crazy.
to her.
Yeah, but I don't believe that one bit. I'm sorry, because the way she reacted, it all happened within the same few hours.
Yeah.
I don't believe she went from 100 to 0 that quick.
That quick, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I reckon for her to actually come to terms with it, she would have been with Chioma a few days before she was like, you know what, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't be angry at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't. I don't think it's happening within the same day because she was so irate. I don't
Yeah.
think she calmed down
She calmed
that
down
quickly.
Nah,
Yeah.
not
Do you
a
know
couple
what
of
I mean?
days, a couple of.
So I hope she's not doing it for the screens, and I hope she's genuine
Same.
and
Yeah.
and you know being honest about this.
Someone go check up on Chioma.
That's
Yeah, for
that's
real.
diabolical, man.
Chioma, please create an account and be hidden, but let people know who you are so that we're ready to try and help
I
you
mean,
out.
she's still a kid.
It's
She's
yeah.
still a kid.
But let's move on.
I'm saying her name is
Yeah.
Shoma. I hope her name is Shoma. We've been calling
I
her
th- I
the
think
wrong
it
name.
is.
Okay,
I think
Shoma.
it is. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's what I
Shoma.
heard anyway.
Yeah, that's what I heard too, but
Yeah.
she's
We
not
never, if it's
100%.
not, we're sorry. But
yeah,
you know,
if we're not, we're
Um,
sorry. But yeah,
Duchesne is not Duchesne anymore, and it's a bit weird.
Fed that, yeah.
Say that again.
It's weird seeing him being fed, but yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It is
'cause
weird seeing
it's
him
actually
fed.
what, it's weird.
You know, obviously we're talking about Adolescence now, guys. If
Yeah.
you're not up to scratch, get up to scratch. But Adolescence, his name is Detective. Winscombe, something. Duchesne. He's from Top
yeah,
Boy.
yeah.
And when
I didn't
was
know his
watching-
name. So you were like Deshane, I was like, who are you on about?
when I was watching it, yeah, there was honestly some parts because he was like, there was what I can't remember where it was, but he was like, "You get me," and I looked up, I was like, "Huh? Am I watching Top Boy? Am I watching?"
Literally.
But yeah, Let's talk about Adolescence quickly. First, initial thoughts of Adolescence.
I feel like the way they portrayed the information they're trying to share, I feel like they did it in a very, very smart way, very informative, and very good to be spoken about.
Yeah.
Because it's like spreading awareness, on something that, that's already out there, but shining light on it, on like young kids being affected by it, parents not paying too close attention to their kids. Like there was a part where the mom and dad were like, "Oh, he went out and then he came. We don't even know what time he came back." And this was around the time that he did the
thing. Yeah.
he did the thing. So do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's spreading awareness to like kids growing up, what they're exposed to on social media, technology, the rise of technology, and how parents are dealing with it, basically.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
Oh, it's.
I'd like to unpack.
I don't know. As a parent, it's sad. It's sad when you see it because imagine your kid now did that, and where do you start from? Your husband and wife, like.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I'm trying to imagine if that happened to me. When I watched it, I was just thinking like, if my son did that, how would I move forward in life? Like, how would I? It's hard.
Yeah,
It's just
sorry.
hard.
So
Yeah.
sorry to even cut you off. This just came into my head. And the thing is that they never really, when we watch movies and stuff, they never really shine light on like how the parents what the parents are going through
Yes.
when their
That's what I'm
child
saying, yeah.
actually does something like
Yeah.
this.
That's one
That's
thing
what
I was
I'm
gonna say. That I really like the perspective of the parents' point of view because
Yeah.
hopefully people watching this out there and who engage in this sort of lifestyle on a regular basis, because his was obviously a one-off, but on a regular basis, you get to see how it affects your parents. But I really appreciate the parents' POV that they done on that
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah.
Before we talk about it anymore, do you think there should be a season 2, or do you think the story's done?
You know what? I was watching something. At first, I was like, there should be a season 2. No way are you ending this yet. No way. I was not having it.
Yeah,
I was
they
like,
ended,
so,
yeah.
so when did the girls bury her hand? What happened to the best friend? The girl's best friend?
Yeah. Is
Did they find a knife?
Yeah.
Did they find a knife?
Did they find a
Can you
knife?
I want to see the video clearly.
They-
Yeah.
Because he did do it.
They can
Because
actually
he's so
stretch
convincing that he didn't do it. Show me the video clearly. I want to see if he actually did it.
They can
Like,
actually stretch it.
They can.
They need a season 2.
I think
But
so.
they're not going to.
What?
Did you hear
Really?
it?
No.
Yeah,
What?
they're not
Yeah,
going
I
to.
I
heard
thought
something
the
like
guy
that
said
as
he's in the works to talk about it.
No, the guy said
I
he's
think it
literally
was
spoken
one
in an
and done.
interview. One and done.
Yeah, I think it was a one and
Nah,
done.
they
But
should
I
get-
think,
I need one more.
yeah, I think they should do a season 2,
One
but
season
exactly
2.
the way the season 1 is 4 episodes.
Yeah,
nice and short.
clear and
to the
short, that's
story.
it. But I feel like there were certain scenes, like the car scene, it was too long. It was like 5
With
10
them
minutes.
driving.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
to the
yeah,
it
shop.
stretched too long. I got tired of
Yeah.
watching at some point.
It's
Yeah.
because of the way they shot it, and
Yeah.
I think I know you're saying it's too long, but that's what made me appreciate the way the story was written and the story was depicted, because it started in the morning of him discovering that thing on his car. And it shows you
nuts.
exactly what his mental processes. He's like, you know what, we're gonna overcome this.
Yeah.
And they're driving.
That's
they're
what I
chatting,
liked.
happy, and
Because
then
it's his birthday, don't forget. And
Yeah.
Tom put a nonce.
exactly.
And
And then he
it's
catches
his-
the boys after the sport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his work van, don't
His
forget.
demeanor
Yeah.
changes.
It all literally is a great depiction of the
Birthday.
story on all
Stressed,
sides.
trying to get the soap to clean it.
Another thing that's very realistic was the jail scene when he got arrested.
Oh,
That is literally
very
to the T.
realistic.
The only thing that is not, I would say, is a bit was the strip scene bit.
Strip scene.
They
yeah.
tend to send you to a private room rather than do it in the same
Right
room
there,
they
yeah.
take your bloods and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a different room they take you in. But other than that, it
It
was
clean.
to the
was
T. When I say to the T, I was watching. I was like, raw. They
I
done
watched it
their
again. man.
research.
That part,
Really?
that part,
Yeah.
The only one I
watched that
thought
part
was
again.
really amazing was when he had what's that lady come sit with him to do like an
Oh,
evaluation of him.
The teacher,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, the
that was
psychologist.
Psychologist,
I can't remember
yeah.
her name.
And that's when he literally opened up that he actually did it. Like
From the way he was acting.
Yeah, it was
and
acting,
stuff,
yeah. And then he said, no, it was even something he said. He was like, oh, because so he was talking about how he wanted the girl when no one wanted her anymore.
Yeah.
His thought
They're
process was
scheming. They're scheming.
crazy.
But
It's a 13-year-old kid.
That scene, I can't lie, it makes me think, how was he raised for him to be like that?
We
that-
had
Got
not.
me thinking.
that's how they show
Now
the
the
parents'
parents-
paid view, and it's like he was raised by the internet basically.
Yeah.
It's what it seems like.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
they said
That's
he
what I'm
was in.
thinking.
They said I think when I watched it, it was something like he took him football. He wasn't good at that. He took him something.
But is it baseball or bat? Something with
Yeah, there was
bats or
something.
something.
No,
Yeah.
I think it was boxing.
Boxing, I think.
Oh,
Boxing,
okay.
boxing, yeah.
Or I mean, it might be
Something,
something.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
he took him to a couple outdoor activities. He wasn't good at them.
Yeah.
Then he was good at drawing, so they let him do the drawing. Then he asked for a computer, and that's where you can tell it started going downhill
Yeah.
when the computer came into
To
play.
social media.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I want to ask something very controversial. All right, again, playing devil's advocate. Can any blame be given to the victim?
Like the girl herself.
Yeah, the
that
girl
got
who died.
killed.
Yeah, because don't forget, she was also in a way
it's bad.
bullying,
Cyberbullying,
bullying
yeah.
him.
But he was also being bullied by boys too.
Yes.
If you noticed,
'Cause you don't
he
get
wasn't
girls
just
and that,
bullied
girls,
by
innit?
girls.
You
He was
got girls,
also
yeah.
being bullied by boys. But he focused his own anger at the girl
Mhm.
because social media. Men are supposed to have this certain facade.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be able to control these kind of things.
Mhm.
So I don't think. I mean,
Sticky
obviously, bullying is wrong, and this should be. Like even the teachers at the school, you could tell they're not serious. Even that
Yeah.
man that was strolling in late
That
to the
Mr.
class,
Malik.
and
Fire Mr. Malik in season two.
He like
Bruh,
sniff-
like,
he
that
like
teacher
sniff the
was not
packet
doing
before he came
great.
in.
He actually looked like he was on drugs. I
Yeah,
can't lie.
that's-
Nah,
Back
do you know
there,
what I
something
mean?
came
So I
in.
feel like that there's something wrong there in the educational system with these
Yeah.
kids and
Mhm.
bullying,
Mhm.
but that should not be enough reason to get killed,
No,
no matter
Yeah.
what.
it's definitely not enough reason. But I'm saying, was she? Like I'm saying, is there any sort of blame that could be given? Because like I'm saying, it was bullying, and we know bullying is wrong. So can we say that maybe the girl shouldn't have gone that far?
To go to that type of extent.
Yeah, where she's commenting multiple times under his pictures, where
Yeah.
she's calling him names and basically in his face.
Like I said, this is where
Can we-
mental health comes in. The mental health of the individual.
Yes.
Playing with a man's emotions, you never know, he might think wrong. I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot to.
It's
No
a
one,
lot to
no
unpack.
one deserves to die, innit? That's
It's
what
a
I'm
lot,
saying.
a lot to unpack, and I
It's a
think we
lot.
should leave it that as an
Yeah.
open-ended question for the public to answer down below.
Yeah.
Do you think some blame can be shared across to the victim, or do you think it's all the perpetrators? It's all on the shoulders of the perpetrator, as in the boy who stabbed the girl. Let us know what your thoughts in the comments. We'll leave this episode right here. Thank you for joining us again. Like, comment,
and
subscribe to the Southeast
These
Conversations
Conversations
podcast.
Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of your day
Day,
and
yeah.
week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.